why April 5th is such a lucky date. The hidden meaning behind this special day. There are moments in history, in our lives, that hold extraordinary power. Days that are more than just numbers on a calendar. And today I want to reveal something that has been hidden in plain sight. Have you ever felt that certain days just have a different energy? That things seem to shift, opportunities appear, and breakthroughs happen? April 5th is one of those rare dates, an intersection of destiny, history, and divine alignment. It is no accident that major historical events, great transformations, and life-altering moments have taken place on April 5. What if I told you that this very day could be the moment you have been waiting for? A day when doors open, ideas flourish, and possibilities become reality. But only if you are ready to see it. Stay with me, because by the end of this message, you will understand why April 5 is not just another day, but a divine invitation for growth, success, and change. Some moments in life hold a special kind of power. Days that seem to shift the course of history, inspire great movements, and open doors of opportunity. April 5 is one such day. A day that carries an energy that cannot be ignored. It is more than just another mark on the calendar. It is a day where unseen forces align, where history has proven time and again that breakthroughs happen, and where individuals who recognize its significance can step into a new season of growth and transformation. The idea that certain days hold unique energy is not a new concept. Throughout history, people have studied times, seasons, and dates, realizing that some moments seem to carry a different kind of weight. Some dates are remembered because of what took place on them, whether a great discovery, an invention that shaped the world, or a decision that changed the course of human history. And yet, beyond the events themselves, there seems to be something deeper, something that connects these occurrences to the unseen laws of destiny. April 5th stands out among these powerful dates. It has been a day of major turning points, a day where bold steps were taken, where change became inevitable, and where those who were prepared saw the manifestation of something greater. It is not a coincidence that certain events have unfolded on this day, nor is it random that people have stepped into defining moments of their lives during this time. The alignment of forces, both natural and spiritual, has made April 5 a day that carries an energy of movement, breakthrough, and elevation. But what does this mean for you? If history has taught us that this day is significant, then it means that we too have a responsibility to recognize its power. It is not enough to be aware of lucky dates or powerful moments. It is what we do with them that matters. If you believe that opportunities come at specific times, then you must also understand that failing to act in those moments can mean missing out on something greater. Throughout life, people often ask, when is the right time to make a change? When should I take action? When will I see my breakthrough? The answer is often hidden in plain sight. Some days are placed before us as divine opportunities, invitations to step into something new, to take a risk, to embrace the unknown. And April 5 is one of those days. The power of this date is not just about historical events or cosmic alignments. It is about the mindset that it represents. It is a day that calls for action, for movement, for decisions that push us forward. It is a day that reminds us that luck is not random. It is the result of recognizing an opportunity and having the courage to seize it. If we understand this, then April 5th will not just be another day. It will be a moment of transformation. Every number carries meaning, a vibration that influences the world in ways we often overlook. Numbers are not just symbols. They are expressions of patterns, energy, and purpose. April 5, when broken down, consists of two numbers, 4 and 5, each holding a significance that, when combined, creates a force of transformation and divine alignment. These numbers are not random. They reflect deeper truths about stability, change, and the perfect timing for breakthrough. The number 4 is a number of foundation. It represents structure, order, and the building blocks necessary for anything to last. Just as a house must be built on a strong foundation to stand the test of time, so too must a life, a vision, or a purpose be rooted in stability. The number 4 teaches discipline, responsibility, and preparation. It is the number of those who plan, who structure their lives in a way that allows them to sustain success rather than experiencing temporary victories. Without a firm foundation, anything built is at risk of collapsing when pressure comes. Then comes the number 5, a number that disrupts the comfort of stability. It is the number of change, motion, and transformation. Where 4 brings structure, 5 brings movement. It is the number of those who step into the unknown, who embrace growth, who are willing to take risks for something greater. The number 5 represents adventure, expansion, and the shift that happens when one dares to leave behind what is familiar in pursuit of something new. It is the energy of momentum, of breaking free from limitations and stepping into the next level of possibility. When 4 and 5 come together, they create a rare balance. They bring the wisdom of stability and the courage of transformation. This is what makes April 5 such a powerful day. It is the intersection of preparation and opportunity, of structure and change. It is the perfect moment to act because it provides the foundation for movement, ensuring that any step taken is not reckless but divinely aligned. Many people resist change because they fear uncertainty. They desire stability but hesitate when it requires them to move beyond their comfort zone. But the greatest transformations in life happen when both stability and change work together. The energy of April 5 is a reminder that growth does not come from staying in the same place, nor does it come from blind movement without direction. True transformation happens when we recognize the need for both, a strong foundation and the willingness to step into something new. This is why April 5th carries such a unique energy. It is not just a day of action, it is a day of aligned action. It calls for individuals to recognize where they are, understand the foundation they have built, and then have the faith to take the next step forward. It is the perfect time to move with purpose, to embrace change without fear, and to trust that this moment is meant for something greater. Those who recognize this will see that April 5 is more than just a date. It is an invitation to a new beginning. History has a way of revealing patterns, and one of those patterns is that certain dates seem to be filled with moments of great significance. April 5 is one of those dates, one that has witnessed breakthroughs, transformations, and key events that have shaped the world. When we look back at history, we see that some of the most pivotal decisions, discoveries, and movements have taken place on this day. This is not a coincidence. It is a sign that April 5 carries an energy of momentum, a force that propels people and ideas into their destined paths. Throughout time, people have searched for meaning in the events that shape history. Why do certain things happen when they do? Why do some moments feel charged with more significance than others? The answer is simple. Some days are meant to shift the course of time. April 5 has consistently been a day where bold steps have been taken, where individuals have made choices that altered their futures, and where the world has been impacted in ways that could not be ignored. Consider the number of great thinkers, leaders, and innovators who have made life-changing decisions around this time. Some of the most remarkable inventions, discoveries, and movements that changed the world have been linked to April 5. It is a day that calls for movement, a day where the forces of progress seem to align in a way that creates a ripple effect beyond the moment itself. This is why those who recognize the power of timing understand that April 5 is not just another day, it is a moment of opportunity waiting to be seized. But what does this mean for you? It means that April 5th is a day that demands action. It is not a day to sit back and wait for life to happen. It is a day to move forward, to take a bold step, and to trust that you are stepping into something greater. If history has shown us anything, it is that the people who dare to act in these moments are the ones who change their lives. Think about it. And sometimes, what if today was the day that marked the beginning of something extraordinary for you? What if April 5th was the moment where everything changed because you decided to move, to shift, to believe in the possibility of something greater? The greatest mistake one can make is to ignore the signs of destiny, to overlook the moments that have been placed that stand as turning points, as a divine invitation to rise. April 5th has been one of those days, time and time again. It has been a day of great change, of breakthroughs, and of transformation. The only question left is, will you recognize its power? Will you see this as just another day? Or will you step into the opportunity that it presents? Because history has already shown us what this day can bring. The only thing left is for you to decide what it will mean for your future. Many people believe that luck is a matter of chance, something unpredictable that happens without reason or explanation. They look at those who succeed, those who achieve greatness, and assume that they were simply in the right place at the right time. But true wisdom reveals something far deeper. Luck is not random. It is the result of a meeting between preparation and opportunity. The people who seem lucky are often those who were ready when the moment arrived. They positioned themselves, developed their skills, and built a foundation so that when opportunity knocked, they had the ability to step through the door. April 5 is a day that embodies this principle. It is a day that carries an energy of momentum, a time when those who are prepared can recognize the opportunities placed before them. But for those who are not ready, it may pass like any other day, unnoticed and unused. The difference between those who benefit from the power of this date and those who do not is simple: preparation. Opportunities do not make people successful. What people do with those opportunities determines success. History is filled with examples of individuals who achieved greatness not because they were lucky, but because they were prepared for the moment when luck arrived. The greatest inventors, leaders, and thinkers did not sit back and wait for opportunity to come to them. They worked, learned, and positioned themselves so that when the right moment came, they could act. Many of them did not even realize that they were standing in a life-changing moment until after they had seized it. That is how destiny works. It rewards those who are ready. There are those who will look at April 5 and see just another date. They will go through their routines without realizing that this day holds the potential for something greater. But there are also those who understand that certain times are designed for movement. They will recognize that this is a moment to take action, to step out of comfort, and to align themselves with the energy of change. These are the people who will look back one day and realize that April 5 was the day everything shifted. If you want to be among those who experience breakthrough, then the question you must ask yourself is this: are you prepared? Have you positioned yourself in such a way that when an opportunity presents itself, you will be able to take it? Have you developed the skills, the mindset, and the discipline necessary to turn a moment of luck into a lifetime of success? The reality is that opportunity does not wait for people to be ready. It arrives on its own schedule, and those who are prepared will be the ones who benefit from it. If you are waiting for a sign to begin, to move forward, to take a risk, this is it. April 5 is a day that has historically brought change, momentum, and breakthrough, but it will only mean something if you choose to act. Luck is not something that happens to you. It is something that happens through you when preparation meets the moment that was always meant to arrive. Every great achievement, every major breakthrough, and every moment of transformation begins with a decision. Nothing changes until a person decides to move, to step forward, to embrace the unknown. Many people spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment, believing that one day everything will align just right. But the truth is, the perfect moment is the one you choose to act upon. April 5th carries an energy that demands decision. It is a day that calls for movement, for action, for stepping into the next chapter of your life with boldness. Throughout history, people who achieved greatness did not always have the perfect conditions when they made their most significant decisions. In fact, many of them faced uncertainty, obstacles, and fear. But what set them apart was their willingness to move despite not having all the answers. They understood that progress does not happen by waiting, it happens by taking a step, even when the destination is not yet clear. April 5th serves as a reminder that life is shaped by the choices we make. It is not a day to hesitate, to overthink, or to delay. It is a day to decide, a day to look at where you are and where you want to be, and to take the necessary steps to bridge that gap. If you have been waiting for the right time to start a new chapter, to pursue a dream, to take a risk, this is the time, this is the moment. One of the greatest lessons in life is that action creates momentum. The hardest part of any journey is the first step, but once that step is taken, a path begins to unfold. Many people miss out on life-changing opportunities not because they lack talent, intelligence, or potential, but because they hesitate when they should move. They let fear keep them in the same place, convincing themselves that they will act one day. But what they fail to realize is that hesitation is the enemy of progress. On April 5, history has shown that decisions made on this day have led to significant breakthroughs. This is not just a coincidence, it is a pattern. And patterns reveal principles that we can apply to our own lives. The principle is simple. When opportunity presents itself, do not hesitate. Move, act, decide. No one can predict exactly what will happen when you step forward, but one thing is certain. If you never take the step, nothing will change. If you remain where you are, you will continue to get the same results. But if you make a decision to move, to embrace the power of this day, to take action, you position yourself for transformation. April 5th is not just a day on the calendar. It is a call to action. It is a reminder that the future belongs to those who dare to decide, who choose to step forward even when the path is uncertain. Today is the day to break free from hesitation, to silence the doubts, and to take the step that could change everything. There are moments in life that feel ordinary, yet they hold the power to shift everything. Most people do not recognize these moments when they come. They wake up, go through their routines, and assume that today is just another day. But there are certain days that are different, certain days that carry a force of transformation, a call to something greater. April 5 is one of those days. It is a day charged with purpose, a day that holds within it the potential for something extraordinary. The problem is that most people fail to recognize when they are standing at the edge of a breakthrough. They assume that significant moments will arrive with a dramatic announcement, a sign in the sky, or some undeniable force that makes it impossible to ignore. But in reality, the greatest shifts in life often happen quietly. They come disguised as an ordinary day, waiting for someone to recognize their potential and seize the opportunity. The question is, will you see it? Will you recognize that this moment is different? Throughout history, certain dates have been marked by greatness. Certain moments have carried a power that propelled people into their destiny. April 5 has consistently been one of those days. This is not superstition, it is a pattern. And patterns, when understood, reveal opportunities. Think about the people who have changed the world, those who have achieved success, those who have transformed their lives in ways they never imagined possible. What do they all have in common? They recognized their moment. They saw an opportunity where others saw an ordinary day. They moved when others hesitated. They understood that life does not wait for those who are indecisive. It rewards those who take action. This is what makes April 5 so powerful. It is a day that whispers to those who are paying attention. A day that invites people to step forward, to embrace something new, to take hold of their future with confidence. But only those who are aware will truly benefit from it. Only those who are willing to look beyond the surface of an ordinary date will be able to tap into the power it holds. Imagine looking back on your life and realizing that you were standing in a moment of divine alignment, but you failed to act. Imagine realizing that an opportunity was right in front of you, but you dismissed it as just another day. That is the greatest regret anyone can have. Not missing an opportunity, but failing to recognize it in the first place. The truth is, no one can force you to see the significance of this day. No one can make you act. The choice is entirely yours. But understand this. Moments like these do not come often. When they do, they are an invitation, a calling to something greater. April 5 has been a day of movement, of change, of breakthroughs. Will you treat it like just another day? Or will you recognize its power and step into the future that is waiting for you? The decision is yours. But remember, history does not wait for those who hesitate. It is shaped by those who move, those who recognize their moment, those who choose to see what others overlook. Today is your moment. What will you do with it? If you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. If you've been looking for the right time, this is it. April 5th is not just a date. It's a divine appointment with purpose. Seize it. Own it. Step into it. Because what you do today will determine who you become tomorrow. Now go and make this day count.